The only challenge and request I have for you is to not wait to be forced to make the right choices. My challenge to you is to choose to be prepared now, so the next time around, economy comes back around, you're making money, you're saving money, you're making the right investments. So for the rest of your life, you never have to panic about another major event that sets you back 4 years, just like many people are being set back because of what takes place with the economy. Having said that, I can't wait to personally meet you one of these days. My suggestion to you is to get back with the person that shared this video with you. Ask them for the comp plan video if you want to find out more about how we get paid. And then hopefully one of these days I will see you at a big event. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Patrick Bet-David. This business and finance guru seemed to take YouTube by storm almost overnight. Let's take a look at where this guy came from, why people listen to him, and if they should be. Patrick's family fled Iran in 1988 during the country's conflict with Iraq and settled in the United States. After high school, Patrick joined the army and got jacked as fuck. After Patrick left the army in 2001, he started his career in the insurance industry working for Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. A year later, Patrick started working for the World Financial Group, which is widely considered to be a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing scheme. He worked with WFG for 7 years, until in 2009 when he decided to do it on his own. He did what some believe to be a copy and paste job of the World Financial Group and launched the company that made him his wealth and his credibility. People Helping People, PHP Agency.
She says, what's your vision? I said 500,000 licensed agents by 2029. It's that simple.
Goosebumps. Can you feel the hype? All of the PHP promotional material suggests that Patrick Bet-David is producing millionaires upon millionaires upon millionaires. PHP, like World Financial Group, has been widely accused of being at best a shady multi-level marketing scheme and at worst an illegal pyramid scheme. At this stage of the video, I need to take a moment to show you PHP Agency's income disclosure statements from 2022. The first thing to point out is that 44% of paid agents made under $1,000 for the year. This isn't taking into account the sign-up fee of $200, among other expenses to be a PHP agent. Thousands upon thousands are losing money, let alone making a profit. The next level of income we see is $1,000 to $5,000 for the year, which 31% of the company fall into. What this means is that 3/4 of all the agents working for PHP Agency made less than $5,000 for the year. 9% made between $5,000 and $10,000, and 8% made between $10,000 and $25,000. What this means is that out of tens of thousands of reported PHP agents, 92% make less than $25,000 for the entire year. And honestly, it's even worse. This chart clearly states that it only includes PHP's paid licensed agents. It doesn't include people that are recruited by PHP and convinced to pay the $200 sign-up fee, realize it wasn't what they expected, and don't even go as far as paying for their insurance broker license. I've read quite a few testimonies of this happening. This means that the percentage of people that are recruited by a PHP agency member, convinced to pay the $200 new associate fee, and just end up losing money and wasting their time is absolutely staggering. You can see up the top of this chart, 0.17% of PHP agents earn over $500,000, with the average earning of these agents being nearly $1 million annually. So you can see how PHP is a nice pyramid shape. Like I said, this is important context for the rest of this video. That context being that PHP is exploiting the majority of the people that it recruits. Let's have a look at how PHP is sold to its potential recruits. Here's the man himself, PBD, giving an example of a pitch to a potential new PHP agency recruit.
So say for example, I meet him, okay, and I say, so what do you do? I'm doing X, Y, Z. Are you happy with your job? Not really. How much money are you making? 80 grand a year. What are your dreams? I want to have a house. I want to send my kids to private school. What kind of money you need to make to do that? $250,000 a year. How soon is, Vlad going to pay you $250 to be able to do that? Not anytime soon. What are you going to do? Stay here? You want your dreams to become a reality? I want to do something big. Great. Why don't you get an insurance license part-time? I'm going to teach you how to sell the product. And then from there, maybe you make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month part-time. And then if you later on get good at it, you can go full-time, then maybe you can become a broker. That's pretty much what we do.
That, straight from Patrick's mouth, is an example of the PHP recruitment pitch. Get your insurance license, start selling life insurance part-time, get good at it, start doing it full-time, and all your dreams will come true. These people pay their $200 enrollment fee after being convinced that this is going to be all about them being trained up to have a successful career as a life insurance broker. Well, here is an example of what countless testimonies online have reported what PHP agency is really all about once they get inside. This is a testimony coming directly from a victim of Patrick Bet-David and PHP agency.
What I thought PHP was about was this. I sign up with PHP, I learn about their products, and I sell their life insurance products to qualified prospects that need those products. I make money off of commission, and PHP makes money off of the commission. It sounds simple, right? In reality, the way it actually works is this. I sign up with PHP, I have to pay $250 in order to receive my life insurance license. Then the people at PHP actively discourage me from actually learning the material of their course about how to sell life insurance and what life insurance actually is. They were saying just pass the test and then just recruit, recruit, recruit. The reason why is because PHP makes money off the license fee that they charge you for being an agent, and then off the life insurance policy that they sell you, because you can't be a life insurance agent if you don't have life insurance. And after they've signed you up, they encourage you to sign up 25 other people that you know, or at least attempt to sign them up and be a part of the team. So people at PHP are really motivated by this. And there's a whole system that promotes recruitment, recruitment, recruitment. And it comes from up top. It comes from Patrick Bet-David.
Once you get inside PHP, you will find it is all about recruiting, recruiting, recruiting. This is where the alarm bells go off about it being an illegal pyramid scheme. According to endless testimonies, it is more about recruitment than actually selling life insurance. We've seen that despite the vast majority making next to nothing or even losing money in PHP agency, potential recruits are sold a very different story. They are sold the life of that top 0.17%. In this recruitment video, Patrick can be seen showing off the fancy cars belonging to these top handful of PHP agents, as if this is in any way realistic for the average person being recruited into this alleged pyramid scheme.
You see him going all over the place. You're seeing Gaetan had a Ferrari, California. He got rid of that. Then he buys the new Tesla with the, what do you call it, the doors that come to the side for family because they got kids now. They keep making babies. And then he ends up buying a Lamborghini, a blue one, gorgeous. I barely fit in this Huracan. Then you hear Vargas buys a yellow Lamborghini, brand new 2019, 2020. And then Ricky just bought a black Lamborghini he just bought. We got a bunch of guys with Z06s and Corvettes. And then Sapalas just bought a Rolls Royce black, drop dead gorgeous.
The extent that we can see PHP recruiters making fraudulent claims about the earnings of PHP agents gets pretty wild. Here is a PHP recruiter being caught red-handed making fraudulent claims about the average earnings of PHP agents to scam people. Keep in mind the numbers I showed you earlier pulled directly from PHP agency's website, showing that the majority of PHP recruits earn next to nothing or even lose money.
What would you say the average person income when they comes into your system? I generally go by monthly. Let's say what would be the average, just an average?
If I took everyone's compensation here and I averaged it, I would say the average is between $8,000 to $12,000 a month.
That's a heck of a lot of money. That's much more than I'm making at my job. That's
Well,
multiples.
if you Google the industry that promotes the most millionaires, it's financial services, and the biggest percentage of that is insurance. And
Business opportunity law says you have to give these people honest numbers, like real numbers. So the numbers that you gave me are completely made up numbers. You may believe they're correct on the sales pitch, but they're not. These are income disclosure. In the state of Florida and in most of the states, this is a law called the Florida Business Opportunity Sales Act. It'll be multiple years in jail on a criminal level, which is 10 years in jail. On a civil, for the most part, it's triple damages plus emotional, which is pretty harsh. I'm telling you, Saeed, that what you're doing for this company is completely contrary to law.
We now have context that PHP Agency is sick, exploitative, and in no way what new recruits think they are getting into. With this in mind, let's look at the demographics that PHP targets to recruit new victims into this potential pyramid scheme. Patrick and his minions proudly and openly declare this as if they are actually helping these communities.
That benefits us with PHP. The average agent of someone in PHP today is a 33-year-old Hispanic female. 54% of our agents in our company are women. And the second thing is over 50% of our agents in our company are Hispanic. Now, we have all sorts of nationalities and ethnicities in our company, but we are figuring out a way to connect with the multicultural community because I come from the community. I know how we think. I know how skeptical we are.
Secondly, Caucasian, white, 76% of our agents are multicultural. Hispanic, African American are two of the smallest segments in the insurance industry. They're two of the largest segments in PHP agencies.
Then I saw Obama come in, gives his speech at the DNC, and a one-term senator becomes a two-term president. And his first campaign, he raised money from a bunch of Hispanics, $5, $10 Facebook ads. He was the first guy that understood the part of the Hispanic vote. And then everything was about woman power, women boss, girls in business, entrepreneurship. So I said, perfect, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring young girls and I'm going to target minorities kind of like myself, so Hispanics, African Americans, and then we'll compete in the marketplace. So we went that angle, and then the average agent today is a 34-year-old Hispanic female in the company.
People that are desperate and living in poverty are the most vulnerable and susceptible to being scammed. The highest percentage demographic of child poverty in the US, by far, is Hispanics. And Patrick Bet David, the sick freak, is deliberately targeting them. He even uses the word target when he talks about it.
And I'm going to target minorities kind of like myself, so Hispanics, African Americans.
Another demographic that can be vulnerable to multi-level marketing schemes and pyramid schemes is mothers, especially single mothers. Here is a mother who is a member of PHP, who Patrick has used on the website to entice other mothers into the scheme. Remembering that we now know the recruits are misled and a large percentage of them lose money.
By the way, for all you moms out there, I have to tell you, everything I've learned and developed as an individual here, I've applied it to my everyday life, not just in marriage, but also to my children. And it's exciting to see that everything that I've evolved into, everything that I'm changing into being, is now reflecting now on my own kids. It's exciting. I'm the best mom, and I'm relaxed. I love my life. I don't wash dishes. I don't cook. You don't want me to cook. I don't clean. I don't do laundry. I don't grocery shop. But I get to plan my day to day around my kids and having enjoyment with them and not the stress of life.
In 2012, PBD started his YouTube channel, Valuetainment. It has grown to the extent that today it nearly has 6 million subscribers. See Patrick explain how as Valuetainment has grown, PHP's number of licensed agents has grown with it. Patrick's saying this as a flex, but we know what this means is that the growth of his YouTube presence has allowed him to exploit more and more people, leaving a path of destruction in his wake.
I want to show you the growth of what's happened both with the insurance company I run called PHP Agency, as well as the channel I run called Valuetainment. So let's look at some of this data here that you're looking at on the screen. When I did the first video, January of 2016, Valuetainment had 22,000 subs. it had 8 million minutes watched, and PHP had 2,000 licensed agents nationwide. When I did the second video on November of 2017, Valuetainment had 450,000 subs. It had 200 million minutes watched, and PHP had 5,000 licensed agents nationwide. Today, while I'm doing this video, April 1st, Valuetainment has 2.1 million subs. It has 2.1 billion minutes watched, and PHP Agency has 14,000 licensed agents.
Anyone who's spent enough years working in sales has come across a Patrick Bet-David or two. The man is an absolute hack. It doesn't matter how much money he has, how many cars he has, how big his house is, or how charismatic the man is. Every single thing he has achieved has an asterisk next to it. There is plenty of successful businessmen who got to where they did without having to lie, scam, or exploit. Patrick has proven to be unable to do this, therefore he is shit. And it remains to be seen whether he can avoid jail or losing everything he has due to unethical practices, which means no one should go to him for finance or business advice of any kind. If you have been a victim of Patrick Bet-David and PHP Agency and are happy for me to share your story even anonymously, the best way to find me is in Twitter DMs.